Welcome back to the channel, where ordinary pocket change turns into unbelievable stories that can completely change how you look at money. Today's video is one you absolutely don't want to miss, because we're diving into the top 6 most valuable state quarter dollars and Washington quarter dollar coins that millions of people have handled, spent, or tossed into jars without ever realizing their true worth. At first glance, these quarters look totally normal, just everyday change you might receive at a store. But hidden details, rare minting errors, low mintage varieties, and overlooked conditions have turned some of these common-looking coins into collectibles worth more than most people's cars, and in a few shocking cases, even entire homes. If you've ever held an old quarter and thought it was just spare change, this video might completely change your mind. Let's get started. First up, because we're uncovering the impressive and often underestimated 1973 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark. This coin may look familiar at first glance, but in today's collector-driven market, it has emerged as a highly desirable piece with serious attention from buyers and investors. The Washington quarter dollar series is one of the most iconic coin designs in American history. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the design has stood the test of time and continues to command respect across generations of collectors. By 1973, the series had matured into a cornerstone of U.S. coinage, and coins from this era now carry strong historical and market significance. The 1973 D Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility well known for its high-quality production standards. Coins bearing the D mint mark are especially popular among collectors who value regional mint history and seek completeness in their collections. This mint mark alone adds a distinct layer of identity and desirability to the coin. What makes the 1973 Washington quarter truly stand out is its classic and instantly recognizable design. The obverse features a dignified portrait of George Washington, sculpted with strong detail and balance. Even in very good circulated condition, the depth of Washington's profile remains visually striking, giving the coin a timeless and authoritative presence. On the reverse, the powerful eagle with outstretched wings symbolizes strength, unity, and national pride. This design has long been admired for its bold simplicity, and collectors often praise how well it holds up over decades of circulation. In very good condition, the reverse still presents clear features that elevate the coin's overall appeal. Coins from the early 1970s are now firmly positioned in the category of modern classics. The 1973 D quarter represents a transitional era in U.S. history, bridging traditional designs with a changing economic landscape. This historical context significantly increases collector interest, especially as fewer high-quality examples remain available today. Condition plays a major role in collector demand, and a 1973 Washington quarter in very good condition is particularly attractive. Coins that retain strong outlines, legible details, and balanced surfaces are increasingly sought after, especially as many examples from circulation have suffered heavy wear or damage over time. Collectors today are paying close attention to coins like the 1973 D quarter because they offer a combination of affordability, history, and long-term growth potential. As demand increases and supply continues to tighten, these coins are steadily gaining traction in auctions, private sales, and online marketplaces. One of the most exciting aspects of this coin is how often it goes overlooked. Many people still underestimate its value, allowing informed collectors to acquire it before broader market awareness pushes prices even higher. This makes the 1973 D Washington quarter a strategic and exciting acquisition. The Denver Mint's craftsmanship is evident in the sharp lettering and balanced strike of this coin. Even decades later, very good condition examples showcase clean edges and strong design integrity, qualities that collectors actively seek when adding coins to their portfolios. Rarity in today's market is not just about low mintage numbers, but about surviving quality. While many 1973 quarters were minted, far fewer have survived in collector-worthy condition. This natural attrition has turned well-preserved examples into highly competitive assets. The collector market has shown increasing appreciation for Washington quarters from the 1970s. These coins are now viewed as undervalued classics, and seasoned collectors recognize their long-term potential as key pieces within the broader Washington quarter series. In today's active auction market, the 1973 D Washington quarter in very good condition can command impressive dollar values. Depending on eye appeal, surface quality, and demand timing, prices can range from strong double-digit values to well over $100, with premium examples attracting even higher offers. Certified and well-preserved coins often achieve exceptional results at auction, reflecting strong buyer competition. This upward momentum highlights just how desirable this coin has become among both collectors and investors. For new collectors, the 1973 D-quarter offers an excellent entry point into serious numismatics. It combines historical importance with market strength, allowing collectors to build value while learning the fundamentals of coin evaluation. Experienced collectors, on the other hand, pursue this coin to complete date and mint sets. The Denver Mint mark is essential for completeness, and demand remains consistently high among those striving for full collections. The visual appeal of this coin cannot be overstated. In very good condition, the surfaces retain a pleasing, natural tone that collectors appreciate. This authentic look adds character and reinforces the coin's connection to real circulation history. Coins like the 1973 Washington quarter also benefit from strong generational interest. As younger collectors enter the market, demand continues to expand, pushing classic quarters into higher value brackets. Preservation is key, and collectors who protect their coins properly often see increased long-term value. Simple care ensures the coin's details remain intact and desirable for future buyers. The Washington Quarter series has always been a pillar of American coin collecting. The 1973 D issue strengthens that legacy, offering collectors a chance to own a respected and increasingly valuable piece of the series. Market trends suggest that interest in quality circulated coins is growing rapidly. Collectors appreciate the authenticity and story behind circulated examples, especially those that remain visually strong. The 1973 D quarter's balance of accessibility and rarity makes it especially attractive. It is not impossible to find, but finding one in very good condition is becoming noticeably harder each year. This growing scarcity fuels competition, which in turn supports rising market values. Collectors who secure these coins today are positioning themselves ahead of future demand. Dealers frequently highlight 1970s Washington quarters as sleeper coins, and the 1973 D stands near the top of that list. Its performance in recent sales confirms its rising status. Next up, the 1989 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark, a coin that has quietly gained attention in today's competitive auction market. What may appear simple at first glance has evolved into a coin with growing collector interest and serious dollar value. The Washington quarter dollar holds a legendary place in American coinage history. Introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, this series has symbolized leadership, stability, and national pride for generations. By 1989, the design had become a familiar icon, yet coins from this era are now being re-examined through a collector's lens. The absence of a mint mark on the 1989 quarter indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a detail that carries historical importance. Philadelphia minted coins represent the foundation of U.S. coin production, and collectors often value these pieces for their direct connection to America's original minting traditions. What makes the 1989 no-mint mark Washington quarter especially interesting is how it reflects the late 20th century period of American circulation coinage. These quarters were part of everyday commerce, yet today they stand as time capsules, capturing a specific economic and cultural moment that collectors increasingly appreciate. The obverse design features George Washington's strong and dignified profile, a portrait that has endured for decades. Even in rusty circulated condition, the depth of Washington's image remains powerful, giving the coin a rugged authenticity that resonates strongly with collectors who value real circulation history. On the reverse, the classic eagle with spread wings symbolizes American strength and endurance. The design remains bold and instantly recognizable, and collectors often admire how well the central elements remain visible despite decades of use, adding character rather than diminishing appeal. Rusty coloration on circulated coins has become a growing point of interest among collectors. Rather than detracting from value, this natural aging tells a story of long-term circulation, storage conditions, and environmental exposure, making each coin visually unique and highly distinctive. In recent years, collector demand has shifted toward coins with strong individuality, and rusty-toned quarters like the 1989 no-mint mark example fit perfectly into this trend. These coins stand out in collections, offering personality and authenticity that pristine examples sometimes lack. Rarity today is defined not just by mintage numbers, but by survival and uniqueness. While many 1989 quarters were minted, far fewer remain with identifiable details and attractive aged surfaces that appeal to modern collectors, creating strong competition in the market. The lack of a mint mark adds another layer of intrigue. Collectors pursuing Philadelphia issues recognize the importance of no-mint mark coins, especially when paired with distinct visual characteristics that separate them from ordinary circulation finds. Condition plays a vital role in desirability, and rusty circulated coins are increasingly appreciated for their originality. Collectors understand that untouched surfaces and natural aging preserve the coin's authenticity, which drives long-term interest and demand. The 1989 Washington quarter has quietly become a sleeper coin in the auction world. Savvy collectors know that these pieces are steadily gaining attention, and auction results reflect rising interest and competitive bidding. In today's active market, 1989 Washington quarters without a mint mark in distinctive circulated condition can achieve impressive dollar values, with prices commonly ranging from $25 to over $150, and premium examples drawing even stronger offers depending on demand. Market momentum continues to build as more collectors recognize the value of late 1980s Washington quarters. This increased awareness is pushing prices upward, especially for coins that display strong character and originality. Collectors often seek these quarters as part of complete Washington series sets. A no-mint mark 1989 coin is a key component, and examples with visually striking aging are especially favored for display-focused collections. One reason this coin is so desirable is its accessibility combined with growing scarcity. While not impossible to find, finding one with appealing rust-toned surfaces and clear design features is becoming increasingly difficult. The historical relevance of 1989 also adds depth to the coin's story. It represents the closing chapter of a transformative decade, giving the coin cultural and chronological importance that collectors value. For investors, this coin offers tangible appeal. It combines historical significance, collector demand, and physical presence, making it an attractive alternative to traditional investments. Collectors appreciate how this coin sparks conversation. The rusty surface invites curiosity and storytelling, making it a standout piece that draws attention in any collection. Proper preservation can enhance long-term desirability. Protecting the coin ensures that its unique surface and details remain intact, supporting sustained value growth. The Washington Quarter series has proven its strength over decades, and coins like the 1989 no-mint mark issue reinforce why this series remains a cornerstone of American numismatics. As time moves forward, natural attrition continues to reduce the number of surviving examples. This ongoing reduction in supply strengthens market competition and supports higher valuations. Collectors entering the hobby are increasingly drawn to coins with visible history, and this quarter fits that demand perfectly. Its aged appearance tells a story that resonates with modern collecting trends. Dealers and private buyers alike recognize the growing appeal of rusty circulated quarters, often seeking them out specifically for clients looking for unique, high-character coins. The Philadelphia Mint's legacy adds credibility and desirability to this issue. Coins from this mint carry historical weight that continues to attract collector interest worldwide. This coin's balance of history, design, and individuality makes it especially appealing to collectors who value more than just shine and perfection. Auction listings featuring 1989 no-mint mark quarters consistently attract attention, signaling sustained demand and healthy market activity. As awareness spreads, competition increases, reinforcing the coin's position as a sought-after collectible rather than ordinary change. Collectors who secure these coins now are positioning themselves ahead of broader market recognition, a strategy often rewarded in numismatics. The emotional connection to George Washington further strengthens the coin's appeal, tying national heritage directly to collectible value. This quarter represents resilience, endurance, and history, qualities that collectors increasingly seek in their acquisitions. In conclusion, the 1989 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark in rusty circulated condition has emerged as a compelling and highly demanded collectible in today's market. Next up, the Virginian 2000 States quarter dollar marked with the historic year 1788 and struck with the P mint mark. This coin has become a standout piece in today's auction market, drawing attention from collectors across the country. The state quarters program was one of the most successful and influential initiatives in U.S. coinage history. Launched in 1999, it reignited national excitement for coin collecting and brought history directly into people's hands. The Virginia State Quarter, released in the year 2000, holds a special position as one of the earliest and most historically rich issues in the entire series. Virginia's role in American history cannot be overstated, and the year 1788, proudly displayed on the coin, marks the state's ratification of the U.S. Constitution. This powerful historical reference instantly elevates the coin beyond face value, transforming it into a symbol of America's foundational moments. The presence of the P Mint mark confirms that this quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the original and most historic mint in the United States. Philadelphia minted coins carry a unique prestige, and collectors around the world actively seek P Mint mark state quarters for their historical continuity and authenticity. The reverse design of the Virginia State Quarter is rich with meaning and visual strength. Featuring 3 historic ships representing Jamestown, it honors the first permanent English settlement in America and reflects courage, exploration, and the birth of a nation. On the obverse, the timeless portrait of George Washington reinforces the coin's connection to leadership, independence, and national identity. Even in circulated condition, the design maintains a commanding presence that collectors deeply appreciate. Circulated condition adds genuine character to this coin. Rather than diminishing its appeal, circulation highlights its authenticity and real-world history, qualities that modern collectors increasingly value when building meaningful collections. Collectors today are drawn to coins that tell a story, and the Virginia 2000 quarter does exactly that. Its surfaces reflect years of movement through the economy, making each example unique and visually distinctive. Rarity in the modern coin market is shaped by demand, condition, and collector behavior. While many Virginia quarters were originally minted, far fewer remain actively available as collectors continue to secure and hold them long-term. The Virginia 2000 State Quarter is widely recognized as one of the most important early issues of the series. Being released near the beginning of the program places it in a premium position among state quarter collectors. The P Mint mark further strengthens its desirability. Collectors assembling mint mark sets actively seek Philadelphia issues, and competition for quality circulated examples continues to grow. This coin benefits from powerful historical layering, combining colonial heritage, constitutional significance, and modern U.S. coinage into one compact and meaningful collectible. Condition plays an important role in collector demand, and circulated examples are celebrated for their originality. Collectors appreciate coins that remain untouched, showing honest wear that preserves their true surfaces. In today's active auction environment, the Virginia 2000 P Mint mark quarter in circulated condition regularly commands strong dollar values, often ranging from $25 to over $180, with standout examples achieving even higher results. Auction listings featuring this coin consistently attract high engagement, confirming its place as a high-demand item in the secondary market. Collectors building complete state quarter sets view the Virginia issue as essential. Its historical importance and early release status make it one of the most requested coins in the series. Virginia's identity, as the birthplace of American leadership, adds emotional depth and long-term strength to the coin's appeal. The ships on the reverse create a striking visual narrative, making the coin especially attractive for display-focused collections and presentations. Preserving circulated coins properly helps maintain their surfaces and ensures long-term desirability in the market. Philadelphia minted state quarters continue to rise in popularity as collectors focus more closely on mint origins and production history. As years pass, available examples naturally decrease as more coins are absorbed into permanent collections, tightening supply and increasing competition. Collectors entering the hobby are increasingly drawn to early state quarters, and Virginia consistently ranks among the most searched and acquired. Dealers often describe the Virginia 2000 quarter as a cornerstone coin, one that anchors both historical and modern collections. The coin's balanced blend of story, symbolism, and accessibility keeps demand consistently strong. Its circulated condition enhances authenticity, making it feel like a true piece of American history rather than a manufactured collectible. The combination of the 1788 date, P Mint mark, and Virginia symbolism gives this coin exceptional narrative power. Coins with strong historical narratives often outperform expectations, and this Virginia quarter continues to prove that point. For investors, this coin represents tangible history with growing recognition and collector-driven value. Collectors who secure these coins today are positioning themselves ahead of future market expansion. The Washington portrait reinforces national identity, adding emotional weight to the coin's overall presentation. The Virginia State Quarter remains one of the most respected and discussed issues of the entire program. Its strong market presence ensures continued interest from both collectors and dealers. In conclusion, the Virginia 2000 States Quarter dollar dated 1788 with the P Mint mark in circulated condition has firmly established itself as a highly desirable and valuable collectible. Next up, The 1970 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark. This is one of those coins that many people have seen before, yet very few truly understand its growing importance and rising demand. The Washington quarter dollar is one of the most respected designs in American coinage history. First introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first President of the United States, the design has remained a symbol of leadership, stability, and national pride for decades. By 1970, the quarter had become an essential part of everyday American life, while quietly laying the foundation for future collector interest. The year 1970 holds a special place in U.S. history, representing a period of major cultural and economic change. Coins from this era capture that transition, making them increasingly appealing to collectors who value both history and tangible artifacts from the past. The 1970 Washington quarter stands as a time capsule from this dynamic moment in American history. The D Mint mark on this coin signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing coins with strong strikes and consistent quality. Collectors often seek out Denver minted coins specifically, and the presence of the D Mint mark adds an important layer of identity and desirability to this quarter. One of the most striking features of the 1970 Washington quarter is its timeless design. The obverse showcases George Washington's profile with confident detail and balance, giving the coin a dignified and authoritative appearance. In very fine condition, the facial features, hair details, and lettering remain crisp and visually impressive. The reverse design features the powerful heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches. This classic imagery symbolizes strength and peace, and in very fine condition, the eagle's form remains bold and well-defined, enhancing the coin's overall visual appeal. Coins in very fine condition are particularly attractive to collectors because they strike the perfect balance between authenticity and preservation. The 1970 D quarter in this condition retains strong details while still showing its genuine circulation history, which many collectors actively seek. Rarity in today's market is driven not only by mintage numbers but by survival in desirable condition. While many 1970 quarters were minted, far fewer remain in very fine condition with clean surfaces and sharp design elements, making these examples increasingly difficult to acquire. Collector demand for Washington quarters from the late 1960s and early 1970s has been steadily rising. As more collectors turn their attention to classic circulating coinage, the 1970 D quarter has emerged as a standout piece with strong and consistent interest. The Denver Mint's craftsmanship is clearly visible on this coin. The lettering, rim definition, and overall strike quality contribute to a polished appearance that collectors appreciate and are willing to compete for in the marketplace. In the current auction market, the 1970 Washington quarter with the mint mark in very fine condition has demonstrated impressive dollar performance. Depending on eye appeal and market demand, these coins commonly achieve values ranging from $20 to well over $100, with premium examples drawing even stronger results. Collectors recognize that coins like this offer long-term growth potential. As time passes and available examples continue to disappear into private collections, demand naturally intensifies, supporting higher valuations. One of the strengths of the 1970 D quarter is its accessibility combined with increasing scarcity. It remains obtainable, yet finding one in very fine condition has become noticeably more challenging, which fuels competition among buyers. Collectors building complete Washington quarter sets place special importance on Denver Mint issues. The 1970 D coin is a key date for many set builders, contributing to its strong and sustained demand. The historical significance of George Washington adds emotional and symbolic value to every quarter bearing his image. This connection enhances the coin's appeal beyond pure numbers, making it meaningful as well as valuable. Very fine condition examples display pleasing natural surfaces that reflect decades of careful handling. This authentic appearance adds character and charm, making the coin stand out in both albums and display cases. Market trends show growing appreciation for circulated but well-preserved coins. Collectors increasingly value originality and history, qualities that the 1970 D Washington quarter delivers exceptionally well. Dealers often highlight this coin as a strong entry point for both new and seasoned collectors. Its combination of history, condition, and demand makes it a smart and rewarding acquisition. The 1970 D quarter also benefits from generational nostalgia. Collectors who grew up seeing these coins in circulation now seek them out with renewed enthusiasm, driving further market interest. Auction platforms consistently show healthy bidding activity for Washington quarters from this era, particularly those with strong eye appeal and clear mint marks. For investors, this coin represents a tangible asset with lasting appeal. Unlike paper investments, it offers physical presence, historical importance, and collector-driven value. Proper storage and preservation help maintain the coin's strong visual qualities, ensuring its desirability remains intact over time. The Washington Quarter Series has proven its strength across decades of collecting, and coins like the 1970D issue continue to reinforce that reputation. As collector knowledge expands, coins once considered ordinary are now recognized for their significance and potential, and the 1970D quarter fits perfectly into that category. Scarcity increases naturally as collectors secure high-quality examples and remove them from the open market, tightening supply and supporting higher prices. This coin's balance of history, design, and condition makes it especially attractive in today's competitive numismatic environment. Collectors value the sense of continuity this coin provides, linking early American ideals with modern collecting passion. The 1970 Washington Quarter with the mint mark has earned its place as a respected and increasingly valuable collectible. In conclusion, this coin stands as a powerful example of how everyday currency can transform into a sought-after asset over time. Its historical background, strong design, very fine condition, and rising market demand make it far more than just spare change. Owning a 1970D Washington Quarter is about holding a piece of American history that continues to gain recognition and value. As collector interest continues to grow, this coin's future remains solid and promising. The 1970D Washington Quarter dollar proves that true value often hides in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by those who know what to look for. Next up, the Oklahoma 2006 States Quarter Dollar bearing the historic date 1907 and struck with the P Mint mark. This coin has become an exciting focus in today's auction market, drawing growing attention from collectors and investors alike. The State Quarters program stands as one of the most influential achievements in U.S. numismatic history. Introduced to celebrate the identity of each state, it sparked a nationwide collecting movement. By the time Oklahoma's quarter was released in 2006, the program was at its peak, making this issue a key part of an incredibly popular series. Oklahoma's history adds powerful depth to this coin. The date 1907, proudly featured on the reverse, marks Oklahoma's admission as the 46th state of the United States. This single detail instantly elevates the quarter beyond face value, connecting it directly to a defining moment in American expansion and identity. The P Mint mark confirms that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the original and most historic mint in the United States. Philadelphia minted state quarters carry strong prestige, and collectors consistently favor them for their direct link to the heart of American coin production. The reverse design of the Oklahoma State Quarter is rich in symbolism and artistic strength. Featuring a scissor-tailed flycatcher soaring above Indian blanket flowers, the design represents freedom, resilience, and the natural beauty of the state, making it one of the most admired designs in the entire State Quarter series. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington anchors the coin in national tradition. His image provides continuity across the series and reinforces the coin's connection to American leadership and heritage. In very fine condition, this Oklahoma quarter displays strong detail and visual balance. The design elements remain clear and attractive, giving the coin a polished yet authentic appearance that collectors actively seek. Very fine condition is especially prized because it preserves sharp details while still reflecting genuine circulation history. This balance makes the coin both visually appealing and historically authentic, qualities that strongly influence collector demand. The Oklahoma 2006 quarter benefits from being part of the later phase of the State Quarters program, a period now recognized for strong artistic execution and refined minting quality. Collectors increasingly focus on state quarters that combine meaningful symbolism with solid preservation, and the Oklahoma issue fits this profile perfectly. Rarity in today's market is driven by availability and demand rather than mintage alone. While many Oklahoma quarters were released, far fewer remain actively traded in very fine condition as collectors secure them for long-term holding. The P Mint mark further strengthens demand, as collectors building mint-specific sets actively pursue Philadelphia issues to complete their collections. This coin also carries cross-collector appeal, attracting both state quarter specialists and collectors focused on historically significant dates. In the current auction market, the Oklahoma 2006 P Mint mark quarter in very fine condition regularly achieves strong dollar values, with prices often ranging from $20 to over $150, and premium examples drawing even higher bids. Auction listings featuring this coin consistently show healthy engagement, reflecting sustained interest and growing competition among buyers. Collectors appreciate that the Oklahoma quarter tells a complete story, blending statehood history, natural symbolism, and national identity into a single design. The scissor-tailed flycatcher adds a dynamic sense of motion to the coin, making it especially appealing for display and presentation collections. Very fine condition examples often stand out visually, offering strong eye appeal without sacrificing originality. As the state quarters program moves further into history, early and mid-series coins like Oklahoma's continue to gain recognition as modern classics. Collectors entering the hobby often gravitate toward visually striking state quarters, and Oklahoma consistently ranks high in desirability. Dealers frequently describe the Oklahoma 2006 quarter as a strong foundational piece, especially for collectors building theme-based or state-focused collections. Preserving the coin properly ensures that its sharp details and attractive surfaces remain intact for future appreciation. Philadelphia minted state quarters continue to gain strength as collectors place increasing value on mint origin and historical continuity. The Oklahoma quarter's balanced design and meaningful symbolism give it long-term staying power in the collector market. Coins that reflect both state pride and national heritage often enjoy lasting demand, and this issue exemplifies that trend. As more collectors secure quality examples, availability continues to tighten, naturally supporting higher market values. The combination of the 1907 statehood date and the refined 2006 minting gives this coin multi-layered historical appeal. For investors, this quarter offers tangible history paired with consistent collector interest, making it an attractive long-term holding. Collectors who acquire this coin today are positioning themselves ahead of future demand growth. The Washington portrait reinforces continuity across American coinage, adding emotional and historical depth to the piece. The Oklahoma State Quarter remains one of the most visually admired and historically meaningful issues in the series. Its presence in the auction market continues to strengthen as collectors recognize its significance. In conclusion, the Oklahoma 2006 States Quarter dollar dated 1907 with the P Mint mark in very fine condition has established itself as a highly desirable and valuable modern collectible. It represents statehood, natural beauty, and the success of one of America's most important coin programs. Owning this coin means holding a symbol of American growth and identity shaped through history and craftsmanship. As collector demand continues to rise and quality examples become harder to find, this coin's future remains exceptionally strong. The Oklahoma 2006 P Mint mark quarter proves that modern coins can carry powerful history, beauty, and real market value all at once.